Hare Krishna, everyone. Happy Radha-Astami to everyone. Thank you so much for joining for today's discussion. On this auspicious day, let us hear some glories of Srimati Radharani. Although the glories are unlimited, let us hear some of them from our dear Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much for joining with us on Gita for Youth. Today is a very, very special day, Radha-Astami. I wish you very, very happy Radha-Astami. So let me begin with some prayers. Prashant Prabhu, you may help here Brajesh Kumar Ji for connecting audio. So
Sure.
we'll start with some prayers and then we'll go ahead. I'm very happy to see all of you after a long time back with us. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once again, I welcome all of you back with us on Gita for Youth. I wish you very happy Shri Radha-Astami. Today is a Srimati Radharani appearance day. We have celebrated Balram Purnima on 22 August. Then we have Janmashtami, Balaram Purnima, then Janmashtami, Balaram appearance day, and Krishna Janmashtami, Krishna's appearance day. And today is Radha-Astami, Srimati Radharani appearance day. So let's go ahead in discussing about the Radharani Tattva. Before discussing about Srimati Radharani, let us pray our humble offering to Srimati Radharani with the Pranam mantra. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya. The meaning of this shloka goes like this. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, that means the transcendental body color of Srimati Radharani is Tapta Kanchana. Kanchana means gold. Tapta Kanchana means molten gold. If you heat the gold, it comes in a golden color, yellowish golden color. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi. That is the color, transcendental color of the Srimati Radharani's body. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi. Radhe Vrindavanishwari. Srimati Radharani, that is the name of Srimati Radharani. Sri Radhe, that is with the great love and honor, devotees call her Sri Radhe. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari. She is the queen of the Vrindavan. She is the queen of Vrindavan Dham. All the gopis in Vrindavan, all the gopis in Gokul, everyone, they worship and they serve Srimati Radharani. Yes. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi. She is the daughter. She is the daughter, Putrika Sute. She is the daughter of Vrishabhanu, King Vrishabhanu Raj, Maharaj Vrishabhanu. Vrishabhanu Sute Devi, Pranamami Hari Priye. Oh, Srimati Radharani, you are very, very dear to Hari, Sri Hari, Hari Priye. Please accept my humble obeisances. Pranamami Hari Priye. This is the humble pranam mantra of Srimati Radharani. Let's go ahead and let us discuss something about Sri Krishna in the beginning. Many people consider in spiritual life, there are many spiritual groups, many spiritual religious leaders. They consider the Paratattva, the absolute truth, the ultimate in spiritual life is something like Brahman, Nirakar, Nirgun. no personality. But they all mistake this idea. The correct idea is that Sri Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, is the head of all gods, supreme Lord, is a supreme God, and he has a personality, is a Vyakti, is a person. In the Upanishads, it is described about Krishna Nirguna, Nirakar, Arupa. But we should understand in a correct way. When Upanishad says Nirguna, it means Krishna doesn't have any qualities like of us. So our qualities are material, but Krishna's qualities are transcendental, divya, adhyatmika. So Krishna's, when Upanishad says Nirguna, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have any qualities. He doesn't have material qualities. He's above the material qualities. He's a spiritual, filled with spiritual qualities. So Krishna is filled up with many, many wonderful qualities. Krishna has unlimited energies. When Upanishad says Arupa, which means Krishna doesn't have form like us. We feel sweat, after some time, if you work hard a little bit, we feel sweat. Very bad smell comes. But Krishna doesn't get that. If I pinch, if we pinch our body, we feel pain. Krishna is not like that. So Krishna's body is a transcendental Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Yes. So first point is we should carefully understand Krishna is a person. He's a supreme person. He's a Purushottama. Yes. He's not a person like us in the world. Yes. So Krishna is a personality. He's a supreme personality. One should understand this. Just like in our life, we have affection, love for our parents because we consider them as a person. Similarly, politicians or movie actors and so on, so many people, we consider them as a Vyakti. We consider them as a person. That's why we have that affection, attention, attraction towards them. So when we understand Krishna is also a personality, supreme personality, Purushottama, Uttama Purusha, then we will have that relationship with Krishna. So first point is Krishna is a supreme Lord, is a person. Yes. Next, let us come to the next aspect, which is relationships. If a person is there, definitely he exchanges relationships with everyone. Yes, anyone. For example, in the world, we love and respect, we serve our parents because we have our relationships. Father and mother, father and son, mother and son. We have our friends, we have our relatives, we have our lovers, yes, whom we love. So these are many, many relationships in the world. But remember this point, all the relationships in this world are relative. Based on time, place, circumstances, that all changes. If you have money, relatives will come. If you don't have money, no relative will come. If you are supporting someone, he will support you. He is known as friend. If somebody is not supporting you, he is your friend. He is your enemy. So all the relationships in this world are temporary, flickering, are relative. Even you may love someone, you may love your father, you may love your mother, you may love your hubby, whatever, friend, lover. But even though if you love very, very seriously, they also love you back. But the death, the cruel death separates the love. It keeps a full stop for that relationship. So any relationships in this world are all temporary. But relationships with Krishna is all eternal, everlasting, ever joyful. Because first aspect we discussed, Krishna is a personality, is a person. Because he's a person, he exchanges any kind of relationships in this world. So Krishna is like a mother, he's like a father, he's like a friend, he's like a lover, he's like a well-wisher, he's like a guide, he's like a leader for all of us. So, but these relationships are all eternal. These relationships are ever joyful. There is no full stop for these relationships. These are eternal relationships. Atma to Atma, Atma Sambandha. Yes. So first aspect we discussed, Krishna is a person. And the next aspect we discussed, Krishna is a person, so he has many relationships. So Krishna is our real well-wisher. He's a real master. He's a real friend. He's a Suhruda. He sits every our heart. Now let us discuss who is Srimati Radharani. That lover is Srimati Radharani. One of the relationships is Krishna's lover is Srimati Radharani. So who is Srimati Radharani? Srimati Radharani is the energy of Krishna. Krishna has unlimited energies. Krishna has unlimited energies. Internal energy, marginal energy, external energy, so many energies. He is a storehouse of all the energies. He is a storehouse of all the powers. Krishna is known as Asamartva. There is no one who is equal to him. There is no one who is above him. Everybody is under him. Everybody is energy. So Krishna is energetic. Krishna is energetic. He is a power source of everything. Janmad yasyataha. Everything comes from him. So Krishna is energetic, Shaktiman. And Srimati Radharani is internal energy of Krishna. Ahladini Shakti, Srimati Radharani. That is Srimati Radharani. So Krishna is energetic, Srimati Radharani is energy. Okay. So that is Srimati Radharani. She is a lover of Krishna. That is the epitome of love. That she shows the epitome of love and service towards Krishna. That's the most attractive thing. So that is Srimati Radharani. Now let us understand more about Srimati Radharani. See, whenever we refer Krishna, we don't refer Krishna alone. We doesn't say Krishna. We always say Sri Krishna, Radha Krishna. We always say Sita Ram. We always say Lakshmi Narayana. Yes, we say Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayana, Radha Krishna. And similarly, we say Hare Krishna. Hare means, oh, energy of Krishna. Means, Hari means Krishna. Hari. Hare means energy of Krishna. We are referring to the energy of Krishna. Hare means, oh, energy of Krishna. Oh, Srimati Radharani. That is the meaning of Hare. Oh, Srimati Radharani. Hare. Oh, Krishna. Krishna. Please engage me in your divine service. That is the meaning of chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna. And we always refer Krishna not alone. We always refer with Krishna, Radha Krishna, Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Damodar, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinath, Radha Rasa Bihari. Like this, we keep Radharani before referring to Krishna. Why? Because we cannot separate energy from energetic. Yes, remember this point. We cannot separate energy from the energetic. We cannot separate Srimati Radharani from Krishna. We cannot separate Sita from Ram. Ravan thought like that. Ravan once he thought, let me separate Sita and enjoy. But Ravan died just like, he died. But Hanuman, he wanted to join both of them, Sita and Ram together. So that is a glorious servant, Hanuman. So in our life also, we should see Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayana always together. We should keep Lakshmi with Narayana. Lakshmi means money. We should not enjoy the money for ourselves alone. We should keep the money in the service of Lord Narayana. We should keep the Lakshmi, the money in the service of Lord. So Lakshmi Narayana, Sita Ram, Radha Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we cannot separate energy from energetic. Another reason why we say Radha Krishna always together, because we cannot get the mercy of Krishna without getting the mercy of Radharani. That's why we always say Radharani name first. Yes, Prashanto, can you show the slide back? So without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, we cannot get the mercy of Krishna. That's the whole meaning. That's why we always keep Radha Krishna, Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayan, Radha Damodar, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Gopinath, Radha Govinda. Yes, Radha Madhav, Radha Rasa Bihari, like that. We always refer Srimati Radharani first, because without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, we cannot get the mercy of Krishna. For example, if you see, if you want to meet Narendra Modi, we cannot meet directly Narendra Modi. It's very difficult. So we need to we need to consult, contact, take a reference, take a guidance from the assistant of Narendra Modi. That's how he will recommend us. Okay, he's a person, nice boy. He is studying nicely. He's working nicely. He wants to meet you, sir. So, assistant of the Narendra Modi, he makes the appointments. He makes the meetings. Similarly, Srimati Radharani sees the devotee. Oh, this devotee is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra nicely. He's chanting 16 rounds daily. He's following 4 regulative principles. He's performing some services. He's very serious in Krishna consciousness. So Srimati Radharani identifies and she recommends that candidate, that devotee to Krishna. Oh, Krishna, see this guy. He's a very nice person. Please take him in your service. So without the mercy of Srimati Radharani, we can never be in the service of Krishna. Yes. So that is the greatness of Srimati Radharani. Very amazing. So that is what Srimati Radharani. We'll discuss more about Srimati Radharani. So if you see carefully, Krishna is known as Madana Mohan. Madan Mohan means one who attracts the thousands and thousands of cupids, Kamadevatas. Actually, in the material world, when we get a feeling of lusty, it means the Kamadevata throws arrow and we feel lusty. That is how people become lusty, crazy. But such kind of thousands and thousands of Kamadevatas, even though they try to attract Krishna, Krishna never gets attracted to them. But in turn, they get attracted towards Krishna. That's why Krishna is known as Madana Mohan. Madan means Kamadevata, Cupid. Madana Mohan. Krishna is known as Madana Mohan. But Srimati Radharani, she is known as Madana Mohana Mohini. Hare Bol. She attracts, Srimati Radharani, she attracts even Krishna. Krishna gets attracted to Srimati Radharani. Thousands and thousands of cupids, they are trying to attract Krishna, but they are all failed. They all failed. And Krishna is attracting them. All the thousands and thousands of Kamadevatas, they are running behind Krishna. They are feeling so attracted towards the beauty of Krishna, charming, wonderful nature of Krishna. But in turn, Krishna is running behind Srimati Radharani. That's why Srimati Radharani is known as Madana Mohana Mohini. She is enchanter of the Madan Mohan, Krishna even. Yes. Now, if you see, whenever we see in the world Radha Krishna, when we hear Radha Krishna, immediately we feel, oh, Rasa Leela, there is some intimate relationships, there is nice pastimes, let us hear that. But no, we should understand why Sri Krishna is attracted to Srimati Radharani. We should understand this point very carefully. It is not because of lusty thoughts. Understand point carefully. It is not, Krishna is not lusty person. Krishna has thousands and thousands of queens, 16,000 gopis, but still he's a brahmachari. He's still not affected by any lusty desires. He can walk out at any time he wants. He's with a full freedom. So this Rasa Leela is not sexual intercourse of normal people in the material world. No. So intimate relationships, we should understand. Once Prabhupada disciple, he got newly married and he came to Prabhupada. The Prabhupada disciple, he asked Prabhupada, I got recently married. You are discussing so many intimate pastimes of Srimati Radharani and Krishna. I got recently married. Can you suggest me how much intimate relationship I should have with my wife? Then Srila Prabhupada says, very simple. Your wife should cook properly, prepare all nice foodstuffs, and you should offer that foodstuffs to Krishna. And you should go out of the house and call out loudly. Anybody is hungry, 3 times you should loudly call. Everybody, you should you should fill their stomach nicely, feed them nicely. Then whatever is remaining, you should take. So this is how you can really intimate with your wife. Then this disciple, he got confused. Really? Did Prabhupada understood my question properly? Let me ask again. So that person asked the question again. Prabhupada, I got recently married. How much intimate relationship should I have with my wife? Prabhupada responds same thing again. Your wife should prepare nicely foodstuffs. You should offer it to Krishna, and you should go out of the house and call out if anybody is hungry. You should feed them nicely, and then remaining food you should take. Now, you see why I'm explaining this. People generally, when they hear about Radha Krishna, they immediately enter into lusty thoughts. Ah, Raslila, that, this. But no, Prabhupada says intimate relationship means the service attitude. The wife and husband intimate relationship means wife should serve the husband, like menials, like guru and disciple service relationship. Any relationships in the world, they sustain when we have a service attitude. So Srimati Radharani, she is a compassionate personified, compassion personified. Her seva-bhava, her service attitude is actually attracts Krishna. Krishna, why he is attracted to Srimati Radharani? Why Srimati Radharani is known as Madhana, Mohana, Mohini? Because Krishna is attracted by the compassion, by the service attitude of Srimati Radharani. So this is a practical lesson for all of us. Because of service attitude, because of compassion of Srimati Radharani, Krishna gets attracted towards her. Yes. So it is not because of lust, it is that, this, so and so. No. So that is a glorious nature of Srimati Radharani. Today is Srimati Radharani appearance day. Prashabhanu Sute Devi. Pranamami Hari Priya. Let us pray to Srimati Radharani to imbibe such qualities of compassion, service attitude in our life. So Srimati Radharani, she is a personified epitome of love for Krishna. If you love Krishna, you should do some service to Krishna. Srimati Radharani is showing us compassion towards others and serving. Service means preaching others. You see, every day there is a news. You must be hearing in newspapers, here and there, YouTube, that, these TV channels. Every day there are crime, rapes. Small kid, 6 years kid got raped and killed recently in Hyderabad. On Independence Day, there is one girl, Ramya. She got, people just cut her throat and killed her. Continuously you will see such kind of news everywhere, every day, every minute. Why? Because people are suffering. They are going through a lot of suffering in their life. No matter how much they are earning in their life, lakhs, crores, but still they have problems in their life. So everyone in the world, they are suffering. So devotees, we all should take these qualities. We should imbibe these qualities of Srimati Radharani in our life: compassion and preaching spirit. We should show, when we hear such news, people are suffering, we should feel that compassion on them. We should go to them and we should ask, why don't you become a devotee of Krishna? Why don't you please chant Hare Krishna? Like that, we should appeal them, we should request them, we should preach them. That is a whole spirit behind Srimati Radharani service attitude. So whenever in the Rasa Leela, whenever the new gopi comes to the field, Srimati Radharani, she goes to Krishna and says, oh, this gopi came newly, so this should be in your service. Please take this gopi in your service. So by the blessings of Srimati Radharani only, we can be engaged in the service. Okay, you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you chant 16 rounds, you chant 4 rounds, you clean the temple hall, you preach, you make a database, you make videos, you make nice posters. So if we engage people, this is all mercy of Srimati Radharani. So we are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is we are praying to Srimati Radharani and Krishna for the nice engagement in the service of Lord. So compassion and the preaching spirit, we should learn from Srimati Radharani. Same thing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya, he advented in this age of Kali. He preached the same message, compassion on the people, and he preached Krishna consciousness all over India. Srila Prabhupada, following the same footsteps, Srila Prabhupada preached. He saw the people in the Western world are struggling a lot. So Prabhupada went to and preached them about Krishna consciousness. So following in their footsteps, we also should take this, imbibe these qualities and preach, show the compassion the people around the world, serve the people. Yes. So everybody in the world, they are suffering. Bharata bhumi lo janma hoilo yaar, janma sarthak kari karo paropakar. If your life is benefit for others, that is a real life. So we should preach others in terms of Krishna consciousness, bring them to Krishna, ask them to chant Hare Krishna. This is the spirit of Srimati Radharani we should imbibe in our life. So on this auspicious occasion of Radha-Astami, we should pray to Srimati Radharani to give some taste in Krishna consciousness and to spread it. Hare Krishna. So do we have next slide? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I got one question. I will just read out that. Pranam Prabhuji. Why is decorated the sage of Krishna at Nitivan in Vrindavan if it is not lust? Why is decorated the sage of Krishna? What is the sage of Krishna? Gopal Prabhu, can you elaborate the question more clearly? We can hear your question. Can you elaborate the question clearly? Hare Krishna. So basically, it's not a lusty desire. If it is not a lust, yes, it's not a lust. So when the same love in the spiritual world, when it transformed into material world, it became a lust. So the love is more deeper than the lust. Lust is just a physical urge. Lust is just a physical urge. Love is actually soul urge for the soul. So that is very, very deeper. We cannot understand. That's why we don't discuss about the pastimes of Radha Krishna in Raslila, all that, so and so. We discuss the tattva. We should imbibe these qualities in our life. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Maybe Gopal Pro, you can text me personally. We may discuss more detail. Thank you very much. Thank you all the devotees. Prashant Prabhu, Avish Prabhu, Bhavika, Brijesh Kumar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Gopal Prabhu, Shriya, Hare Krishna. So we'll end here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Radha-Astami Mahamahotsav ki jai. Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Go Premanande Hari Hari Bo.